Thank you, Riley, for sitting down with me. I've got some questions to go through. So let's just start off with an easy one. Kind of who are you? Where are you from? How long have you been with StudentWorks? And where are you currently managing?
I'm from Calgary. I've pretty much lived here my whole life. I was born here, so pretty much just kind of grown up here and pretty much went through school, obviously all like my entire life in Calgary. So kind of grew up in the Northwest, and then I attended Mount Royal University and actually just graduated last year with a marketing degree, marketing with honors degree from Mount Royal.
Awesome. And so I guess pretty much how long have you run your franchise? And what are you most excited about to, I guess, start as a business coach?
Yeah, so I ran my business for 4 years. I'm going to be also running a business next year on top of coaching. So it'll kind of be like a mini coach, I guess. But I'm extremely excited to kind of just learn a different side of management, honestly. Obviously, running your own business is one type of learning and coaching, and then coaching other business owners to kind of learn from ground zero all the way up and kind of see their development and kind of tweak things and help them improve is something I'm really excited about because I think it's going to reflect in a lot of different aspects personally, both in my business and in my personal life. But I'm just kind of excited to kind of get new challenges and kind of be able to grow from those.
Awesome. Wicked. So I guess pretty much kind of the same, similar question, but like, why do you want to be a business coach? And what's kept you around StudentWorks for so many years?
I wanted to be a business coach kind of first off, just because, like I said, it's a different type of management, and I think like personally, I always kind of like to grow and learn from things and kind of be able to um, take different things away each year. It's something I've kind of noticed in my own business was each year I kind of got to learn more, and I was excited and kind of interested in coaching just because I thought that was just another step of being able to take away a lot of things from it. Plus, obviously, coaching people is a completely different skill. And from my first job before StudentWorks to StudentWorks, I was able to gain a lot of skills. But I know like taking on a coaching position is going to be able to show me a lot of different aspects and a lot of new skills to kind of do that. And with StudentWorks, kind of like what kept me around is it honestly has an awesome culture. Pretty much everyone that you meet is a very aspirational young person, and it's a really like good environment to kind of be around, especially while going through school, because it kind of just pushes you to become better as you're in class and as you kind of operate your business. You're just around a lot of people with big goals and like I said, big aspirations. So that kind of just is is a very cool environment to be in because a lot of the times in other positions, you're not going to be around a lot of people who are like just 100% um, pretty much like go, go, go every day and like trying to like hit these goals every single week. And it's just a really cool environment to kind of be a part of. And it's always kind of like fluid. And I think it's just kind of like a unique opportunity. And like I said, the people in it kind of just have an kind of provide an awesome culture. And that's kind of what's going on.
Wicked. Cool. So you just graduated. So what was, I guess, the biggest challenge that you faced as a student while going to school, but also taking on the challenge of running a business at the same time?
I would say honestly, like I think my first year was my hardest year because when I started, obviously I was like a broke university student, so I was working pretty much full time while in school. I was working like 4 days a week, and then I also played like top level soccer, coached a top level soccer team on top of a 5 course schedule, and obviously running the business simultaneously. So that was definitely like the biggest struggle that I ever kind of saw. Once I kind of started running my business, I was able to kind of like lower all of my secondary kind of time restraints. But outside of that first year, I think the hardest thing for me was honestly just kind of being organized in the fall and winter semesters, just because in the fall semester there's not a lot to do, but if you do choose to come back, it's kind of on your mind of like, what am I going to change for next year? And you're kind of trying to like get ready and organize stuff. And then the winter semester comes around and you do need to start putting time into your business and going to training and stuff. So it was mostly just getting back into a good like mindset of being organized both like with school and in my business. But I found it like very useful because honestly, the StudentWorks schedule that they kind of set up for you works around everything that's in school and post-secondary kind of commitments. So I found it like very easy to kind of honestly work around it because it was just like, hey, you have 30 hours this week, like, and these are where those 30 hours are. So that's where we're going to put your business. So I didn't find it honestly that difficult outside of my first year, just because of how they've kind of set it up and how organized it was for me.
That's fantastic. But yeah, I didn't realize that you were that busy in your first year. Quite impressive, and obviously we hear from students all the time who think, "Oh, I'm in school, I can't do this," or, "Oh, I have a part-time job, so I couldn't do this." And it's like, well, no, to be fair, there's a lot of hours in the week, and once you understand where they go, obviously we do a 168-hour exercise where we track your week, but once you start to actually see, kind of like doing a budget and seeing where your money's actually going, very valuable to kind of audit yourself and see where your time's going, see where your money's going, that kind of stuff. But once you see where
Mhm.
your time's going, it's very easy. You're right to just, if you make the time for it, you can do it as long as you just are willing to go do it and go do it. Then it's pretty straightforward. So that's fantastic. Final question. So obviously it's been a little while since you've been in high school, but what do you wish that you knew when you finished high school that you currently now know?
I would say honestly, just like the biggest thing was when I first was approached with like the student works opportunity, my first thought was like, I can't do it. And like, oh, that's quite hard. That's gonna be a challenge. And like, I think what I would tell myself like coming out of high school is like, hey, like, university is a time to really grow and become like more of an adult. And like, like the mindset of, oh, that's like really hard or that's a lot of work, I think is very much like the difference between someone who is growing and potentially not. Just because, like, out of high school, you're still a very young person, but taking on an opportunity where you can learn and grow like this is huge, I would say. So that's kind of something I would like to say to my high school self is like, there's going to be big opportunities that present themselves, and like don't be scared of it because at one point, not to be frank, but there's a time where you need to grow up and take on harder opportunities, and the sooner you do that, the more you have a chance to kind of grow and learn.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I couldn't say it better myself. That's fantastic. And that's, I think, definitely the same kind of advice I would give my younger high school self, because I was definitely shy and nervous. And looking back now, it's just, I'm so grateful that I actually took the plunge and kind of pushed myself. Because
Well,
I
yeah, yeah, same.
definitely wouldn't
Exactly.
be here if I didn't do the same for you. So awesome. Thank you for sharing all that. And I'm sure we'll talk soon.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you.